Hi, thanks for joining me today. I am back today with another Christmas card. This is a very clean and simple card, and it does come together quickly and is fairly easy to mass produce, making this card or similar card a great choice for your Christmas cards to send to your friends and family this year. This is the stamp set we're using, and it's called Christmas Blessings, and this is actually from the holidays section of the 2012, the big catalog, the main catalog from Stampin' Up. And I'm also using this embossing folder. This is called the Holiday Frame Embossing Folder, and it is from the holiday catalog. One thing I do want to mention about this embossing folder, I don't know if you can see right here, it does sort of wrinkle a little bit, sort of on the two sides and on the top and a little bit on the bottom. But that is only when you use it on Whisper White. If you use it on any of the heavier cardstocks, the colored cardstocks, it's not going to wrinkle like that. But honestly, once you put it on a finished card, nobody is going to notice that. So I've got my Whisper White panel, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4. And this is what I'm going to emboss using my holiday frame embossing folder. So I'm just going to go ahead and place my cardstock inside the folder, and I'm going to close it up partially and just go ahead and make sure that this is centered nicely behind that frame. And once I get it the way I like, I'm going to go ahead and run this through my Big Shot. My card base is Wild Wasabi, and this measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Just go ahead and fold that in half. And then I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure I get a nice crisp crease. So my color palette for this card is Wild Wasabi, Real Red, and Whisper White. And I normally would not have chosen to put Wild Wasabi and Red together. However, in the finished product, I think it turned out really nicely. So next we can go ahead and apply some snail to the back of our embossed Whisper White panel. And just to make sure it sticks really well, I like to put a little bit of extra adhesive in the corners and a little bit in the center as well. And now I'll go ahead and center this on the front of my card. Make sure it's pressed down really smoothly and nice and flat. So now we just need to work on our focal image. I'm using the Mistletoe image from the Christmas Blessings stamp set, and I'm going to ink that up with Stays On. And I'm going to stamp that in the center of my oval. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my Real Red and my Wild Wasabi markers to color this. I'm going to start with the Wild Wasabi, and using the brush tip of my marker, I'm just going to very lightly trace over the branches. And then I can go ahead and color in the leaves. And then I'm going to take my Real Red marker, and again with the brush tip, just trace carefully over the bow. And now my focal image is all set. So let's put a few dimensionals on the back of this. And now I'm going to work on my sentiment. I have a strip of cardstock here that measures 1/2 inch wide by by about 2 3/4 inches long. My sentiment comes from the Polar Party stamp set, which is also in the main catalog, and it says, "Wishing you Christmas cheer and a happy new year." And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this using Wild Wasabi ink. And I stamped that over towards the right hand side of my little strip of paper. I'm going to cut a little banner end. Can't see where that is. Okay. And I also have a little piece of real red cardstock. And this measures 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. And I'm also going to cut a banner end into this. Now I'll just layer them together. Aligning the left-hand edges here. Okay, now we just have to put our card together. Bring my card base back in. And I'm going to center my focal image over the space in the middle of the frame. And I'll just attach my greeting using some snail. And I'm going to align that with the edge of the Whisper White cardstock. And just press that down. And for one quick finishing touch, I'm going to take one of these medium size of my basic rhinestones and just place that right in the center of the bow. So here is my finished card, and thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until next time, happy stampin'. Bye-bye.